I was in like so many homes. Like for my past years from 9 to 21, I was in like a good 14 to 15 homes. My name is Cory Courvoisier. I go to school at Queensborough Community College. Right now I'm doing, my major is graphic designing. I started drawing when I was like 4 years old. I was just watching one of my favorite shows, Dragon Ball, and I was just thinking, I'm like, what if I could do that too? What if I could make up my own storyline and change up the way I wanted to? Me and my mother, we had been through a lot. We lived in Brooklyn since I was 4 years old to 9, and then like we had moved out of the apartment. She couldn't pay the rent, so we had moved in with our cousin, moved in to a lot of other places, and then like we came to find out that we was almost homeless. It was a Friday night. She went out that night, and she never came back that night. So we went outside looking for her, couldn't find her. We waited a couple of days, and she didn't come back. So they had called the cops, and the cops came. They took me, and after a couple of days, I was in a holding place, and like it was the worst feeling ever. Couldn't find her. So next thing you know, I ended up in foster care. Especially in my first couple of foster homes, I would cry every other night or so. Look at the picture of me and her when I was little. And like I would just break down in tears because not being with my mother for the first couple of months was very hard for me. A foster home is basically a place a child would go if his mother or father couldn't take care of them, and like they're basically left to the government. Like the government will take them in basically and just like put them in homes that people are registered to be like foster parents to take care of the child until they turn 21. And once you're in a foster home, they'll get money for you to take care of you. And that was a problem with most foster parents, is because that's what they was doing it for, was actually for the money. Well, I was with a foster mother, and she would just be gone the whole day, and I'll be in the house, and she wouldn't cook. I'll just have to try to survive by myself. Getting to the house would be one of the most difficult things, and one of the most situations I've always hated of living in foster care, not getting the keys. There are times I had to knock on the door late at night, waiting for them to open the door, and sometimes they wouldn't open the door until like 2 or 3 hours later. Sometimes it'll be snowing. I have been lucky to run into people who's not as crazy, but at the same time, I run into people who are not for the right things. Majority of my foster parents, even my own aunt, is about the money. This is why I love animation and cartooning, because you can make up your own world and do everything you want to do in your own mind. Because a lot of people in foster care, after coming out, let this thing get to them, and like it's bad, and they turn to a criminal or something like that. When bad things happen, a lot of things come in my mind, a lot of drawing ideas, and I turn the negative to positive. So that's where I keep it, roller coaster ride. So once it goes up, I plan for it to go down, but once it goes down, I plan for it to go right back up. One of my teachers from my school who was helping me, trying to help me get on the right track, and she helped me get a place, and like now I'm in like Brooklyn right now, living with a couple of roommates actually. They're really good friends so far, and like I feel good. Like I'm not so used to being able to like have my own place yet. It was a hard situation for the past like 10 years, so like it's gonna be hard for me to shake that fear and get used to it. Like it's not gonna be easy, but I'm gonna try.